the channel for westerns and more.
Brad! Where is she? Lawrence! Lawrence!
Actors that are underrated for their westerns.
Names like John Wayne and Gary Cooper are known as icons of the genre. These actors deserve more credit for their roles in westerns. In Hollywood, many actors become synonymous with the western genre, from Clint Eastwood to Henry Fonda and James Stewart. Many actors known for wearing a cowboy hat are thought among the most famous actors that cinema has ever seen. Many actors have been cast aside regarding their roles in westerns. This video will shine a light on some that didn't get the credit they deserve. They all appeared in many movies that fall into the genre. That said, here are 10 actors that deserve more credit for their western roles. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscription button to get my new videos. To check out my many other videos, head to my channel. The link is in the description. Here we go. Russell Crowe. Early in the career of Crowe, he appeared as Court in The Quick and the Dead, 1995, one of the most underrated films of the 1990s. It holds up well today as one of the best modern westerns. 3:10 to Yuma, 2007, saw Crowe provide an incredible performance as the antagonist, Ben Wade. He also performed brilliantly in A True Story in A True History of the Ned Kelly Gang, 2019. A great finale of Crowe's underrated westerns. Jack Nicholson. In 1966, Nicholson starred in two westerns, The Shooting and Ride in the Whirlwind. Both were directed by Monty Hellman. On top of providing the leading effort, Nicholson also co-wrote the latter. A lesser-known screenwriting credit that deserves more acknowledgement as most of his westerns. In the following decade, his forays into the Wild West, Nicholson added two more westerns, The Missouri Breaks, 1976, co-starring Marlon Brando, along with a comedy hybrid called Going South, 1978, which he also directed. This famous actor is an undeniable inclusion on the video.
To Philadelphia.
And you're on your way to meet St. Peter.
That's right, Mo. You're on your way to meet Senor Peter.
Stephen Root. Perhaps the most known westerns regarding Stephen Root would be those with Joel and Ethan Coen. First was No Country for Old Men, 2007, in which he plays the man who hires Woody Harrelson's character, Carson Wells. Next, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, 2018. Between those two releases, Root teamed up with another famous filmmaker to produce another two famous westerns, with Gore Verbinski. Sitting at opposite ends of the spectrum, Rango, 2011, and The Lone Ranger, 2013. The former is one of the best animated movies the genre's ever seen. He greatly bolsters Root's case as an actor who deserves far more respect for his work in westerns.
If you call me, yeah, he's a psychopathic.
David Arquette, regarded as a bona fide horror actor. However, Arquette doesn't get enough credit for his work in Western cinema. His first two Western films, Wild Bill, 1995, and Ravenous, 1999, were panned by critics. Ravenous enjoys high regard by fans, holding a cult classic status, also marking Arquette's first role in the world of Western horror. Arquette has been honing his horror chops for decades. He added an underrated horror film to his filmography that blends genres in a Western setting. Bone Tomahawk, 2015, arguably the scariest Western ever made. Although Arquette's role is a supporting one, he still deserves more credit for the screams he added while travelling the Wild West.
What are your horses?
Listen clear. We are coming through here, like it or not.
Ethan Hawke, two collaborators of modern Hollywood, are actor Ethan Hawke and director Richard Linklater. Their first movie together was Before Sunset, 1995, followed closely by The Newton Boys. The former is far more appreciated. The latter marked Hawke's first foray into the Western genre. It took nearly 2 decades to unearth his pistols. Hawke was just as capable a shot in the 2010s as in the 1990s. While it lives in the shadow of the original, The Magnificent Seven 2016 received decent acclaim on release. Hawke appeared amid an ensemble cast. That same year, he starred in one of the greatest westerns that nobody's heard of, In a Valley of Violence 2016, along with The Kid 2019. A few years later, Hawke has put in the work to be considered a western star.
You should have never come up against me.
That's a long way down.
Ben Foster. Foster can be found at 310 to Yuma, playing Charlie Prince, a black hat outlaw. He performed very well in an unforgettable role, rather integral in the plot. In the following decade, Foster upped the ante. Another critical success, Hell or High Water, 2016, has Foster in a co-starring role alongside Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine, all three performers at the peak of their careers. Just 1 year later, Foster appeared in the supporting cast of Hostiles, 2017, another underrated western. Foster deserves more credit.
Balled up whore named Charlie Princess. That you, Missy? I hate Pinkerton.
Salma Hayek, one of the most famous actresses ever. Hayek is not regarded by audiences as the Western actress she is. Her films of this genre run the gamut of quality. Neither Wild Wild West, 1999, nor Banditas, 2006, are worth your time. But there are more. For volume alone, Hayek deserves more credit. Under the direction of Robert Rodriguez, she co-starred in both Desperado, 1995, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. They hold up as well-made examples of cinema. Sure, her other westerns are rather mediocre. Hayek should be judged for the last 2 entries in Rodriguez's Mexico trilogy.
And he says to me, Caroline, take the $50,000 a year.
Guy Pearce, considered the greatest actor in Australian westerns, is Guy Pearce. He appeared as the lead in The Proposition, 2005. That's by far the most appreciated western under Pearce's belt, justifiably so. More recently, he appeared in 2 underrated movies that make him an all-time great actor. Although well-made films, neither The Rover, 2014, nor Brimstone, 2016, made many waves. Critics were harsh in their reviews. Written and directed by David Michod and Martin Koolhoven, respectively, they both put Pearce as the lead character. Along with The Proposition, they make this famous actor one of the best cowboys in cinema, even if he's never been recognised as such.
Why can't you ever just stop me?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal is associated with one western in particular, Brokeback Mountain, 2005. His performance as Jack Twist garnered the only Oscar nomination of his career so far, one for the Best Supporting Actor. And although he came up short of a golden statuette, that role stands the test of time as one of the most iconic of Gyllenhaal's career. As an Academy Award-winning film, Brokeback Mountain is fairly famous. There are two other westerns, City Slickers, 1991, and The Sisters Brothers, 2018. The former is famous, but his role is rather small. Meanwhile, The Sisters Brothers is among the most underrated westerns, and he played a brilliant supporting role. Combined, Gyllenhaal deserves more credit for his work in his westerns.
Charlie!
Michael Madson. Over the past 5 decades, Madson has appeared in several westerns. Blood Red, 1989, nor Wyatt Earp, 1994, are of any notable value. Critics felt the same about Blueberry, 2004. However, fans hold it in a higher regard. What propelled Madson to greatness are his 2 most recent westerns. His 4th collaboration with Quentin Tarantino. Madson landed a supporting role as Grouch Douglas, also known as Joe Gage, in The Hateful Eight, one of the finest westerns of its decade. They should have made fans aware of Madson's caliber. Considering his efforts in the hilarious comedy hybrid Outlaw Johnny Black 2023, he should be considered among the finest actors to ever wear a cowboy hat. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the subscription button so you will see all my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel to see my many other videos. The link is in the description. Leave me a comment. Check out my Facebook page as well. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. I am Wrangler. Adios. See you again soon.
The channel for westerns and more.